Michel Barnier expects Britain will budge first to break the bitter impasse in the Brexit trade talks when they resume tomorrow, sources have claimed. The European Union's chief negotiator informed Capitals he believes his UK counterpart David Frost will be the first to concede in a move towards a middle ground compromise deal. His team told diplomats Downing Street will push hard to break the deadlock to avoid the impression they are failing. Mr. Frost, the Prime Minister's lead negotiator, could even drop his refusal to engage on some of the EU's most controversial demands, Mr. Barnier claimed. The Frenchman last week said he is willing to compromise on the bloc's hard-line stance if British officials agreed to move towards his position on a post-Brexit trade deal. It would allow both sides to claim victory and an end to the bitter stalemate ahead of a high-level summit between Boris Johnson and EU Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen later this summer. An EU source told Express, the Commission expects more engagement from Britain in order to create a landing zone ahead of the high-level meeting. The Prime Minister's spokesman said any agreement would require Brussels to reconsider its position to balance the benefits to both sides in the talks. The spokesman said, in relation to the level playing field, the EU have insisted on inserting these novel and unbalanced proposals, which would subject the UK to UK laws or standards. These proposals are unprecedented for a free trade agreement. As soon as the EU recognises that we will not accept an agreement on that basis, we will be able to make progress. We're hoping this latest round of talks is constructive, and we hope it will keep the progress on track ahead of the high-level meeting this month. Relations between the UK and EU have become strained during negotiations, with the two sides regularly clashing over future fishing rights and the so-called regulatory level playing field. EU officials, including Mr. Barnier, have complained about the aggressive tone of the talks in recent weeks. However, Mr. Frost's taskforce Europe has been undeterred by the combative nature of the talks, insisting it is healthy in a trade negotiation between two sovereign equals. The UK side believes it has picked up a few areas where the EU might be willing to compromise but has found it hard to pick up signals from the bloc's negotiating team.